Hey, hello everyone. My name is Sean Simons, also known as PPG Grandpa. However, I'm getting one of these things. This is an $85 3D printer that I got on Amazon. So we're going to unbox this, put it together, and do some prints and see how well this thing actually prints. Now, I do have a Snapmaker 2.0. It's the A350T. It's a 3-in-1. It has a laser engraver CNC, and it's also a 3D printer. So I started off with the $2,000 model. Now I'm going to go to this $85 model and see what the difference is. The build plate on this is 100 by 100 by 100 millimeters. So it's a lot smaller than my Snapmaker. And putting this together is actually a lot easier than any other 3D printer I've ever put together. So you just slide this in here. You make sure it's clipped in on this side. And then screw it in. Connecting the wires are very simple. There's just a couple different ones that you put together. You can't mess them up because they are all different. This is the filament holder. And this is what it looks like all together. So we're going to plug it in. Open up the SD card that came with it. We have the little K7. Put that filament in. Feed the filament. It says feed. And let's see what the test print looks like. You know, these things run incredibly slow. Even me speeding this up is absolutely ridiculously slow, but it's printing the test print. So this little rocket test print, it printed pretty quick. It has a little base you pop off, and there's my little rocket. Woohoo! We need to see what else this thing can do other than that. Okay, I'm printing out something on the Snapmaker, but I want to print something on here. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to do that. I'm going to use the EasyWare. This is what they have sent us with the purchase of that little thing. It's a little K7 using PLA. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this test print, which is the small one. I can't drag it, so I have to just open it. So there's the test print right there. And here's a little tiny card. So I want that to be my test. So I'm going to hit one key. I'm just going to do standard. And see how they're going to slice this. I think they're going to try to slice it with supports. There's no way of changing that. Oh well, let's see what it looks like. Saved to the SD card. Says that it's saved. Let's look on the SD card. There it is with the little Gcode. We'll put this back in here. Plug it in since they don't give us a freaking switch. That means it's reading it, so we'll see what happens. I just got a bunch of filament right here because this thing just doesn't work very well. This is like the most useless thing I think I've ever seen in my life. Alright. Alright, my bed's not level, so I'm gonna go ahead and stop it. Alright, to level this thing real quick, I'm gonna hit home. And it should go all the way down in home itself. Now I'm going to unplug it. I'm going to use the calibration card that I got for my Snapmaker. And I'm just going to put this underneath and and I'm going to adjust the screws here until this is a little bit tight on it. There, now it's just barely touching that. Now doing the same thing for this side, I can feel it just barely grabbing onto it. All right, did that to all four corners. Let's plug it back in. Press home. Press that. It's flashing, so it's getting ready to print, and we'll see if this one prints a little bit better. Much better. Yeah, these little things definitely need to stay, or you need to level them a lot more. They go out of level pretty darn quick. Well, this is probably not gonna work. That's the spaghetti mess that I see now. I'm really not surprised because look at this filament. You can just bend it and it snaps. It's not supposed to do that. This is like the worst filament I've ever seen in my life. All right, so I'm going to Toy 123D, and we're going to be going to the Gcode library. Let's just go ahead and pick something out of there. How about a sleeping dog? So I click that, and it gives me the sleeping dog Gcode. We're going to take the Gcode, and we're just going to drop it right there. And we're just going to put it right into our machine, plug it in, press our one button, start. It's flashing. It should start here in just a moment. Okay, so something actually, with a Gcode for this particular printer actually works. So there we go. How nice is this? My little sleeping dog. Had some spaghetti with the Focus. This one's printing out a dragon. This is the Anycubic Mega SE, which seems to work great and is one of the cheapest ones I got. And this is the Snapmaker right here. And we're gonna show you how quick, starting this thing can actually print a cat bookmark. So I hit lap. It took 7 minutes and 49 seconds for it to heat up. As you can see, it's starting to print. Let's see how long it takes to print. Stop. That took 26 minutes to print once it started printing. There we go. We got our made perfectly for me, Mom. A little cat bookmark.